Well, no doubt it was a hot day yesterday. You can always head up high, though, if you don't like the heat. It's the beauty of living near the mountains. And Cripple Creek right now real comfortable at 53 degrees at the Century Casino. Most of the day in Cripple Creek was spent in the upper 60s to lower 70s yesterday. Well, a lot of us were cooking down here at lower elevations. We do have more clouds around this morning as compared to this time yesterday around the Pikes Peak region. There's a view from Cornerstone Roofing and Gutter up on the north end of town looking over the Air Force Academy. We have 56 degrees right now and not much wind out there at the moment. 65 in Pueblo West, also with a partly cloudy sky there at Parkview's new Emergency Services building. And again, so far anyway, the wind is nice and calm. So 60s to lower 70s, pretty commonly found in eastern Colorado, 40s and 50s up high. A little water in the air last night. As you wake up this morning, you might notice a little bit of dew out there in the grass, maybe on your cars. Now that'll all dry up here pretty quickly now as the sun has risen. Skycast shows clouds rolling into the area here about lunchtime. We might even see the first showers beginning to pop up over the mountain areas here along the Front Range, with a little better chance for some rain around lunchtime out here in southwestern Colorado. This is a pretty good plume of monsoon flow that's going to move over the state this afternoon. It's the reason we think we'll have a better chance for not only thunderstorms, but at the very least some shade, help us out with the heat some. During the afternoon, these scattered storms should start to move off of the mountains and probably cruise out across the plains in a scattered fashion, and they could on occasion produce some pretty good bursts of rainfall today. Now, prior to the storms arriving, many areas out here on the plains will be hot again, with 90s to near 100 commonly found along the Arkansas River. We'll look for 80s and 90s here along the Front Range, with 70s and 80s over the higher terrain. But we should cool off some as these storms begin to roll through the area. And as they move to the east, they will actually run into some low-level moisture. Notice how the area of thunderstorms expands here, where the yellows and oranges show up. There is even some potential that a storm or two could briefly reach severe criteria. That would mean today probably hail to around an inch in diameter and maybe some wind gusts to near 60 miles an hour. I don't think that'll be common, but some of the strongest cells will at least be capable of it, so it's something we'll be tracking through the afternoon. As we head into the evening hours, most of that should roll off into Kansas. We couldn't rule out some spotty leftover showers, maybe rumbling around the area here through about midnight or so, but then overnight tonight we'll just probably end up with a partly cloudy sky, and temperatures should be pretty mild, with most areas staying in the 50s and 60s. Tomorrow looks hot and breezy. We'll keep a slight chance for storms in the forecast. I don't think they'll be as numerous as they're going to be today, and they won't likely be as capable of producing the heavier rain that we might see with stronger cells today. But regardless, if we can get a few cells around, it might help to cool us off. 91 degrees is a pretty hot day. Should be breezy too. Still breezy Tuesday. Cooler, drier air works into the area. I think we can probably yank the mention of thunderstorms on Tuesday. They may return in some capacity Wednesday and Thursday, but comfortably cool middle of next week, with 70s to lower 80s for highs, mid-50s for lows. We'll look to then start warming up again by next weekend, with highs getting back into the mid to perhaps upper 80s by Saturday. Pueblo will be flirting with 100 degrees tomorrow. Couldn't rule out a rumble of thunder, but certainly today would seem to offer the better opportunity for some rain. Mostly sunny and warm, but not as hot on Tuesday. And then we'll cool into the 80s for you as it appears now Wednesday into Thursday. Could see a few rumbles of thunder around the area again on Wednesday. Canyon City, we're going to keep you pretty toasty here the next couple of days too, with 90s. Then we'll tail off into the 80s Tuesday into Wednesday. Today, certainly a chance for some rain. Tomorrow, we'll be lucky to get some quick little bursts to help cool us off. By next weekend, we're back up into the 90s and pretty sunny as it looks now. Mountain areas, 70s the next few days. Good chance for rain today and probably tomorrow. Then again, maybe on Wednesday with highs only in the 60s and lows in the 40s. Yesterday, honestly, was the first day this year that I turned on my air conditioning at the house. It's got no shade at all in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'm sure people will be looking, people in that situation, I'm sure will be looking forward to a nice cool down later this afternoon.
I think we'll be in better shape today.
All right, sounds good, Marty. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.